Afternoon, RCB fans, and welcome back to another practice session in the pre-match training program as we're building up to IPL 2021. It is that time of the year. It's been wonderful watching the men in red and gold once again in action. I'm seeing so many of you RCB fans here. Come on, give me a big hello. How many of you are excited for IPL 2021? It is that time of the year once again. We have a full-fledged net session going on today. Plenty of flickers, bowling to the batsman. And if you're wondering who you're watching right now, can someone tell me who's batting today? Yash, very good afternoon. Good afternoon to all the other RCB fans. Thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. Can someone tell me who's batting right now? Can you tell me who's on your screen? I'm curious to know how well you know the challengers. Rohit, Gautam, Jayant, and everyone else. Shivraj, Revant, Satish. Very big hello to everyone, guys. One of you all got it right, Satish? Yes, you got the right answer. It is Suyash Prabhudesai. Hard-hitting, destructive right-handed batsman. He had a good time very recently in the domestic circuit. And he's practicing some of those pull shots at the moment with a tennis ball. Right, so we have Suyash batting, there's Pawan Deshpande who's batting in the next net, and there's also Sachin Baby who's batting, and so is KS Bharat as well. Right, so we have a lot of the youngsters in action, and if you've been following the practice sessions over the last 3 days, you will notice that the youngsters are right into the thick of things. And guys, hold on. The team is made up of a whole bunch of people. The big names that you're asking for will obviously come very soon. Everyone's waiting for AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell. They're all going to come soon. When I do have an update on when they're going to come, I will let you know. But at the moment, Virat and AB are not on your screen. So hang in there. You want to show some love for Suyash, for Sachin Baby, KS Bharat. They're all fabulous talent. Pawan Deshpande, he was there last season as well. Local boy. That's a fast shot delivery, and Suyash, he's trying the little ram shot. So good to have you guys back. Thank you for giving me company, guys. Close to 2,000 of you all here on this chat. That is wonderful to see. That's what makes RCB what it is, right? And that's what I was mentioning yesterday as well. We're in the middle of a weekday. It's a working day. And many of you all are probably at work, or you're studying, or whatever it is, but you're still tuning in to show your love and support for the RCB team. And that's what makes this so much more special. It's what makes this franchise really what it is, right? Virat Kohli very rightly mentioned that the 12th man of the team is, or are, the fans of RCB. Interesting, the speed at which that tennis ball comes, just watch it fly off the racket. If you see the flicker, he's not using the usual flicker to put the ball in. It's a racket and he puts it in at a serious pace, the tennis ball. That's Pawan Deshpande that you're seeing, a local boy. Most of them are having tennis ball practice, just practicing those short deliveries. Probably going to see a lot of them. RCB play their first 3 matches in Chennai. Historically, at least in the last couple of years, maybe not last year because we didn't play any cricket there, but in 2019 it was a pitch that heavily favoured the spin bowlers, not necessarily the highest of totals that were scored. The spinners had a field day. particularly when RCB took on CSK in that opening game in 2019. It wasn't a good outing for the men in red. It was a day that we would want to forget as soon as possible. And there you go, full-fledged nets. Like I mentioned, 4 nets. You saw Suyash Prabhudesai, you saw Pawan Deshpande. And this is the turn of Sachin Baby. It is Sachin Baby who's batting. So many of us remember Sachin Baby, a nice little full toss on the offside. Easily put away by Sachin. How many of you remember Sachin, particularly in that final in IPL 2016? It was, well, a tough night, a bitter pill for RCB fans to swallow when we lost to the Sunrisers Hyderabad. We were well on course. Sunrisers put up over 200, if I remember right, on the total, and well, RCB were behind the 8 ball at the halfway mark. But Christopher Henry Gale did what he did. And along with Virat Kohli, they put up a 100-run opening stand. And at that point of time, it looked like there was only one team that was going to win that game. And that was the home team, the Royal Challengers Bangalore, in front of their home crowd, the Chinnaswamy Stadium. But as well as luck would have it, it just wasn't on our side. RCB kept losing a whole bunch of wickets. First Chris Gale, then Virat Kohli, and once Virat left, it really was a procession of sorts. And RCB went down to Hyderabad in that big final, and Sachin Baby was part of that game. So Sachin Baby, Dan Christian, Kane Richardson, they've all played for RCB before, and they're back in RCB colours. So interesting to see how these big names, the big tail players on the biggest stage go about things, right? And that's the beauty about these practice sessions. It gives us well, an up close view of some of our favorite superheroes. You know, what is it that they try to do with the nets? Is it something very different from what we see on the TV sets in the big game? Exclusive footage, this just for RCB fans. You see the tennis ball coming in at some serious pace. All right, guys, I'm curious to hear from you guys about what is that playing 11 going to be on that big game on the 9th of April. You see where those tennis balls are flying to the... He's just getting used to those short deliveries. You want to make sure you let some of them go. And he's practicing some of those ramp shots. Well, that's provided he gets some of those balls directed at him. At the moment, they're all going down leg side. Okay, finally gets a chance to play that full shot. Shot. Suyash Prabhudesai. Oh, that is brilliant. Imagine the pace at which it is coming. It is extremely fast, and he still has, well, the balance and the composure to hold that back right angle and to ramp it above the wicket keeper. That is just quality, absolute talent. And that is what Prabhu Desai is all about. Really is the exuberance of youth. This is what the new India is all about. Well, utter disrespect to the coaching manuals. No one's going to tell you to play that shot if you read a cricketing coaching manual for sure.
Be there, I'll throw it to you.
Prabhu Desai. All right, guys, come on. I'm curious to know what that playing 11 is. Drop your comments. I want every one of you all to let me know who's going to make that debut. That is a fabulous shot once again from Prabhu Desai. He's just moving to his leg side, giving himself enough room to really hold that bat at the right angle. All he needed is a little bit of an angle, just ramp it above the wicket keeper. But at the moment, none of it is coming his way. None of it is coming his way. It's either down the leg side or way outside the off. He finally gets one to pull. Shot. Another good shot.
Hello.
Short ball to Sachin Baby. Well, he's not going to miss out on that. He just rocks back and lifts that over square leg. He's short in build all right, but Sachin Baby can hit them a long way. He's played many valuable contributions for his state side. Okay,